Hello, 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 and I can see we are off center. What is going on
I'm
here,
in the
guys?
corner like I normally
am. All right,
am.
well,
you
you're
guys
too
are going
far.
the wrong way.
You need to scoot
look
over
how
here.
much bigger I am than all of you because of where I am
Anthony's
placed.
in the right spot. However, you are just okay.
No,
there we
I'm
go.
in the right
we can
spot.
work with this. All right.
Anthony needs to move down. Dane, you need to move over.
Do you guys want to start the podcast?
No,
Sure.
we're oh, is this thing on? Oh, it's on. Hi guys. Welcome to the Rag Company podcast, where I'm your host, Dane, and to my right, Levi Gates.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Hey, hey.
And yeah, it's an afternoon show, so things are a little bit more weird, I guess. I don't know, just a little
It's just been a
wonky.
busy. It's been an odd last 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, specifically for me.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, we have a guest in the studio helping out, working today, Justin Pate from the Rap Institute. Yeah, so he's been shooting some videos, doing some stuff with us, and it's always like that. We bring another person in, we're kind of working on that. No one's had time to check their email, but sometimes, so it's just what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's just we had to postpone, and then today you had something you had to do this morning.
I did.
So you had a late start, and I had to run home to have a dishwasher installed.
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
true.
of stuff. Dane has his neighbors keep. They've got like a large countdown clock as to when Armageddon is going to happen upon for them.
Okay.
His neighbors below him.
I was going to say, what I've been working on today is I'm actually building out the thumbnails for tomorrow's live. As far as housekeeping goes, I can contribute a little bit today.
Yeah.
So I will say, we've got a live tomorrow. We're going to do it in the morning.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to be here.
we are all turned around. So we're doing an afternoon podcast and a morning detailing live stream. Cats and dogs, getting together.
Pure chaos.
Crazy, pure chaos. So you can look forward to us doing a fun live demo of, Anthony, can you explain a little further? What are we doing tomorrow?
We're foaming home, Dane.
Oh, foaming
Any
home.
particular details you'd like to
We
give?
are foaming home. What's the symbol for foaming home?
I don't know.
It's hold on.
It's not that one.
This one.
That's live long and prosper.
What? There's not a foam home? Is this one?
It's just your index finger.
You can do that.
Ah,
Yeah.
Pointer
dang
finger.
it.
Yeah, the first one was wrong. Very wrong.
Yeah, very
It's
wrong.
not-
Okay,
it's
so
not what
I'm
it
going to talk
is.
since he clearly can't. We are going to be doing a straight up foam cannon comparison, but we're not comparing foam cannons. We're comparing foams in the foam cannon.
Okay.
So it's going to be the same foam cannon, but with different soaps put in the canister so we can have a little bit of fun. Just a way to create some foam, have some fun, and compare stuff so
Fun
people
party.
get a real world example of
is
what
a
those
fun
I went to
parties
one of
look
those
like.
down in Puerto Vallarta.
This
On
is
the
not what
same
that
vehicle.
is.
Pretty great. It was a lot of fun.
So we decided, or rather I decided to just say, we're going to work on Nick Sequoia. Because Nick Sequoia is a great big vehicle. It's really dirty from whatever recent trip he went
Quite
on.
large now that it's been lifted.
It looks massive with those new tires and wheel setup compared to how it was, and the lift too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a good vehicle for us to actually do some real demo stuff on. Gives us a chance to really show the different foams in action, and people can judge for themselves what seems right to them. But Anthony's going to be running away with it tomorrow because Levi will not be here for that.
Yeah, I'm again like everyone's counting down till my father and son trip
Yeah.
with Jeff Hennon as we head to the Porsche Experience Center
Enjoy that.
in Atlanta. Very excited. Like I said, can't wait. Test drive some Panameras and some Cayennes.
Fun.
Some of Porsche's finest.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Very excited for it.
Thank you, Neil.
My favorite thing is that I'm hoping that Jeff buys a Panamera, but gets like a base model one.
A father and son Panamera for you
But
and him.
A base model, because we're not going to be like too pretentious. They don't need a Turbo
sure, yeah.
S. We don't need that. We
Yeah.
need like one with like 16-inch wheels
Yeah.
that are kind of
I
skinny.
think it comes 16-inch wheels.
That'd be all right. So, but Jeff and I are headed to the Koshikemi Excellence for Experts event in Atlanta. That's what we're doing. So for those of you that maybe be there, we'll see you there. I know it's mostly a distributor and user, I guess, event. Like it's for distributors, dealers, kind of event where there's going to be a lot of education, a lot of classroom stuff. I still haven't seen a schedule yet, so I'm excited. I don't know what to expect, But we'll be there till Friday evening and then fly home. So not too shabby. Alex Dewar, of course. Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday,
Happy
my
birthday,
friend.
man.
Holy cow, that is amazing.
Mr. Grandmaster of the
Another
Year.
trip around the sun.
You know what he gets for his birthday?
Ooh, what?
Us talking about him.
Us talking about it on the podcast, right? That's
There you
pretty
go.
special, right?
And the slow fade.
And the slow fade of Anthony Fisher.
If you can't tell, Glenn is at the control panel
Only
today,
we could have some
so-
sort of holy grail moment, too.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
amazing as well. There you go.
Yeah, see, that's
just
what
for you,
happens.
Alex.
Oh my god! Oh, thank you for clearing the comment. Wouldn't want to have anything covering that or anything.
Yeah, it's just
Jeez.
too beautiful.
Oh,
Oh, the slow fade.
I love
out.
that slow fade
back.
So good.
Oh my god!
All right. So,
I got some housekeeping.
so you got the
Yeah.
so we got the live tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on a plane.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Going to Atlanta.
Oh, you're actually leaving.
Yeah, I'm actually flying to Atlanta.
Wow.
Getting
be fun.
on an airplane to Atlanta.
And that live stream, for those who are wondering, I said morning, but I didn't say the exact time. 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So do
Mountain
the math,
Standard
figure it out
Time.
what works for you.
Or
But Mountain
Daylight
Standard
Time.
Time,
MDT.
10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is when we will be starting that stream. So,
yeah, we're in standard time right
Yeah.
now. In the winter, we're in daylight time, as it's called.
okay.
So,
Well,
what do you guys want to? Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about their
he's got more
housekeeping.
Oh,
housekeeping.
you still have more?
He's carrying.
I literally
lineage
have said
of
10
housekeeping.
words this entire podcast. I was letting
All right,
you
guys.
know.
Well,
rarity.
thanks. I
Speak
appreciate
once.
you tuning in.
So,
China.
anyways, to top off this morning, I just wanted really quick to say happy birthday to my wife.
Oh, that
Wow.
okay. I thought it was going to be Alex Dewar
she's
first,
turned in. She's an Infinity 29, right?
Wow.
It's a forever.
forever. It's going to be here forever.
She'll always
birthday.
be 29.
Yeah.
Never go to 30. It's not possible, right? She'll
Right.
always be 29. So I just want to wish my wife happy
Well,
birthday.
that's very nice.
Because I can do that here on this
Whoa.
platform. That'd be weird, right?
Right.
However, other housekeeping bits here for the week, right? Tomorrow, the foam party. To wrap up what Dane was trying to say, we're going to be doing a comparison test of different soaps and their foaming abilities through a foam cannon using a very technical way of doing it. And by technical way, I mean Dane is going to be sitting in a chair pouring 50 milliliters of soap to 100 milliliters of water, and then we're going to foam it.
If there's
And-
one
and we're
thing
gonna-
I am
and-
not, it's consistent.
And he's going to have a measuring cup.
I
and
like
he's-
this.
And he's going to have a funnel.
Yeah.
And he's going to have everything he needs to do that. He is
if
adamant
I can
that he
do
will.
it, anybody can do it. Okay.
No, but you
Well,
were
we've got
like
those-
20
I
minutes
think
ago.
we've-
You were adamant on telling me you're going to screw it up every single time.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I have a measuring cup in front of me, chances are I'm only going to get it kind of wrong.
You know,
so
Dane,
that's a good start.
the way
I think before I leave, I think I should get a lot of the accoutrements that are
Yeah.
going to be needed for Dane to give his best.
I think
Yes.
so. I think so.
Thank
So
you.
it's like baking
Thank
a cake,
Mhm,
a foam
exactly.
cake. So we're going to go through, test out multiple products. Join us. It should be fun. I don't know how long the live is going to be. It could be an hour and a half. Could be
we'll
an hour.
drag it out.
Could
Don't
be 2
worry.
hours.
People love foam.
We always have a way of dragging it out, right? And the thing is, if that live feed gets over 250 likes,
250.
You're a foam Dane.
You know what channel you're
Dane,
on, right?
Dane agreed to be foamed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Well, we're putting it out here right now to make sure everybody marks
wait.
their calendars for tomorrow. Tell your friends, get your mom, get your dad, get them all to log in at the same time.
250
likes. Smash that like button.
Dane's getting foamed on that feed.
Foam and Dane on the
I
feed.
don't remember this.
Yep, Dane, you
I
said it
think-
yesterday.
Yeah, and that's now
Wow.
it's in the ether.
Yeah.
It's now
So,
law.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you better like and subscribe and all
That's
that
right.
business. Leave a comment. You know the deal.
So some other
'Cause,
things,
yikes.
gotta make it worth it for him. So some other things is that our bucket, or not our bucket sale, technically it was our bucket sale, ended on Sunday,
Yep.
on the 17th, and so hopefully everybody picked up the bucket they wanted. It seemed like it was pretty successful, so we'll see.
Saw a lot of buckets going out.
We'll see if we want to do this again. I know it was a lot of hard work on for our team, our packing team, because they spent a lot of time pre-packing these buckets, getting them all ready. So I'm hoping that it was good enough and we can continue to do these in the future, because I know a lot of people had fun with it. I know a lot of mystery buckets sold, but it was just overall a good deal. I mean,
Yeah.
like basically you're saving up to 40% off retail just
was a
being
great
able
deal.
to buy it in a kit like
Yeah.
that. So we have that going on, and then make sure to sign up for the newsletter for all future sales and all the fun stuff, right? Because I think in the beginning of August, we're going to be doing something a little exciting, right? A little bit of a throwback, a little bit of some vibes.
Ooh, I like
I'm looking forward to it, right? It's like the vibes where you're at a gas station, you know,
Okay.
and you have a leather jacket on,
Yep,
and you
I've
have
been
like
there.
a nice Porsche convertible.
I had a 76 Oldsmobile.
And you're wearing a pair of Chuck Taylors and jeans,
Mm-hmm.
and you kick up that back foot on the gas pump, while you're sitting there waiting for the gas
That's me.
to go off, and then you light a cigarette to look cool.
Yeah, that's me too. I've done all those things.
Don't start smoking if you're not already a smoker, guys.
I thought that was going to get Dane.
No, I did all that. You usually take like 2 steps away from the gas pump.
That's
If
all.
you're gonna light, you need to be close enough to shut the gas off if anything bad happens.
Yeah.
Gotta have that switch within arm's
and you,
reach.
and you
Two,
always
two spots is
and
fine.
you got to have that towel full of lacquer thinner just in case things get a little crazy. It cleans a little gas.
The back of the car is full of lacquer thinner.
Yeah.
in the trunk.
Oh my.
Anyway,
thank you, Alex. By the way,
So make sure to sign up for that, and then I think lastly, help me in one way, shape, or form. I'm
phone
really
Dane?
trying to get to like 90,000 followers on Instagram. I've made that a quarter goal for myself.
That was one of your
And-
rocks,
and
as we call
one
it.
of my rocks, and I'm
on your personal profile,
and I threw that rock a little too far, apparently, right? Because I'm trying to. We're trying to
it's a
get
goal.
there with
It's a
our
goal.
reels. We're trying to get there with that. It's just, for some reason, I feel like it has been a very slow progression here.
I mean, you're not wrong.
On the way to 100K. And I think to myself, how many people are into detailing
Slower
out
than
there?
this fade.
Is there even 89,000 people into detailing? Is there 100,000 people into detailing?
has to be.
There's got to be, right? Because I look at some of the other detailing pages, that have, a little bit of a higher following than us, and I think, dang, how did they do it, right? And then I realized that McGuire's has literally been around since the
100 years.
1600s.
They are the household name of household
Over 100
names.
years.
Over
People
100
who know
years.
nothing about detailing have heard of McGuire.
And then I go to Adams Polishes, obviously has some type of magic that they do, whether it's legitimate or not, I'm not sure. And then Turtle Wax, I'm not sure what they're up to. Mothers, I'm not sure what they're up to. But, I want to be the premier microfiber brand that's got a decent following where people go and say, those are those microfiber guys. I like them.
Yeah,
right?
they're nice.
They're nice.
They give good hugs.
Yeah, they give good hugs, right? They smell nice.
They always smell nice.
Nobody's arguing with that.
Like to hang out with them on the
Yep.
podcast. And then lastly, I think, and then here in a couple weeks, we're planning on having Dave Phillips of PNS come out for a Q&A
Yep.
to do another, ask the chemists some questions. So something to plan on, not this week, but 2 weeks from technically Thursday. And I think that'll be a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's what I got for the housekeeping.
Well, I'm glad we established that, and it gave me time to straighten up the camera a little bit that was driving me so crazy.
So it wasn't just
anyway,
me off to the side in the wrong
Yeah,
spot.
no.
Aaron.
See, I was doing a little bit of behind the scenes, except I was standing right in front of it. Anyway, why don't we get into our weekends? What happened on them? Levi, please start us off.
Thanks, Dane.
Yeah.
So Friday night, normal evening for me, had a car dropped off Friday evening, but it was so flippin' hot. Now, the UK is dealing with the heat we had this weekend.
Well, Graham
Yeah.
informed me here.
Literally.
That's crazy.
Literally,
That's
yesterday and today, highs like 103, 104, 102 in London and the surrounding areas of the UK.
Levi, thank
So
God they all
hot.
have
That
AC units at
humidity.
their house.
Well,
and
they
in
all
their
have
shops.
humidity and
Yeah.
sprinkler systems all over to keep that grass looking perfect.
I know, but they also
all
have AC
times.
units in their homes to
Right,
be able to
everybody
keep them cool.
has full
Everybody
central
does.
AC.
Yeah.
No. It's been brutal the last 2 days for sure. I mean, it was always really warm this last week there, but it's like been insane.
You're changing your underwear twice a
Stupid
day
hot.
in that
If
kind
you're,
of heat.
yeah, literally, or just trying to be in your house in some form of nakedness.
Yeah.
So
Swamp. It's a
basically,
swamp.
so what you guys
You're
are
wearing a
experiencing
swamp.
right now was our weekend. It was
Yeah.
hot. This weekend it was stupid hot. So Friday night I came home from work and I think I was looking at the temperature and it was 102 when we were getting off work on Friday. I'd found a shady spot right over here. And I'd parked
you?
my truck under there,
Yeah.
and so it was. Nice
I noticed
and
that
cool.
you've been parking under the tree recently just to
Nice.
get in the shade.
Oh my
That's gotta
gosh.
help a lot.
You don't know how much cooler it is when you get in a car that's been in the shade all day.
Yeah.
Holy cow! So, drove home, called Carly and said, "What do you want to grab for dinner? Do we want to do anything?" She's like, "It's too hot
To even do anything.
to even do anything. To
think about anything, too.
So I said, "All right." So I came home, and we just chilled out. Like literally the kids were eating
Yeah.
bowls of cereal, or
Oh, yeah.
Augie was eating cereal. Hadley had like chicken nuggets. Like we just laid in the AC.
Yeah.
So Friday night was kind of just a bust. It was just too hot. Augie and Hadley, though, did ask, hey, we want snow cones.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said, my brain hurts because it's so hot outside. I don't want to go stand in an asphalt parking lot.
All those little shacks just
Get
appear when it starts
I'm
getting
gonna
warm
also hurt some
outside.
feelings and to say that snow cones have never ever been that good.
Heavily
Yeah.
overrated.
So,
It's ice. It's literally ice and,
Controversial.
and,
Flavored
and
ice.
syrup.
yeah.
Snow cones are.
The kids like them. I
So,
get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So,
I get hot day.
so it's just like, it's just, I was like, I don't want to go. But Carly said, you promised the kids. I said, all right. So I've been telling them all week. Yeah, well, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. So I go, right? Get them their snow cones. We
Yeah.
come back to the house. They're wolfing them down. I think they finished them before we even made it home.
Oh.
They ate them so fast.
How much wound up on the floor in the car?
None, because I bought them
Wow.
flower cups, which are like a tray.
Okay, so
Like
these
a cup with a shield, so it
weren't
holds
like
everything.
Josh's kids with the crazy overflow things.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, no, it's an overflow unit. It's like this big.
Oh, okay.
So it catches everything that falls.
Okay, but theirs were like spilling over the top.
Oh
They were
yeah,
so
no,
ridiculous.
No, my kids are connoisseurs of snow
Okay.
cones.
Okay.
So Hadley got cream on hers. She gets they put a little cream on. She always asks for ice cream. The lady that has our snow cone shack by our house, she does stuff. You add extra dollar,
Little-
you can
little fancy.
add a scoop of ice cream, and then she puts the ice on top of the ice cream. Then puts the
Do you think?
the sauce in there.
It's
and
just water with some
It sounds
sugar
like
on
specialty
top.
stuff. Could I add capers to that?
you could add capers. Augie likes to get Pop Rocks on top of his.
Oh my!
Or some sort of gummy.
Wow.
I would like the anchovy and
It's pretty funny.
please.
Excuse me, do you have
let's just say-
habanero, please?
Let's just say the lady that has the snow cone shack on Apple, she does some pretty cool stuff. So
Yeah. She does stuff that others the
she
other
does other
shacks
stuff
don't.
that other shacks don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, kids went to bed. We got them in bed. We got everything done. And I looked at Carly and I said, "Do you want some sort of ice novelty as well?" And she goes,
Why?
"Ooh,
Always say ice novelty.
what about Cold Stone?"
Yeah.
And I said, "That might not make it back in transit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
so hot."
It's too hot, yeah.
And she goes, "Pack a cooler."
Yeah.
I said-
Ooh, that's a good idea.
All right. I like where you're going.
Okay.
Grabbed our little handy igloo pack that I bought for our diabetes travel.
Yeah.
So we can keep insulin and stuff like
Yeah.
that cold.
Oh, when you said, I thought you meant causing diabetes. Sorry.
Oh my
That
god.
was I just saw G. Davis's comment. Oh my. Wow, we're not reading that on the air. Okay, so continuing. Thank you,
Oh my
G.
gosh, that's amazing.
Thank you, G.
So, but anyway, so
Afternoon string, guys.
I did. I packed the igloo
Yeah.
with ice. Had a nice ice chest. Put it
Okay.
in the car. Froze the AC out on the car as cold as I could get the car. Parked it in the shade. Ran in.
Yeah.
Ordered my ice cream. Got it in the to-go cups and stuff. Came back out. Put them in the cooler. Zipped up the cooler. Fired up the AC again. Hauled butt back home. Got
Right.
home.
You gotta
cracked
move.
those bad boys open. They were still frosty and still cold. So that ice cream hadn't even melted yet.
Okay.
I think I'm onto something.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. So
It's like
enjoyed our ice
precious
cream.
organ.
Yes,
transit.
exactly. That's it. That's literally
Transport.
what it felt like. Saturday morning, woke up. I had a car in the garage.
Really quick, I had a quick question
What?
before you jump to that.
Yeah.
Tom Kirby says snow cones are a passage of summertime, a delight to cool off the hot air.
I
What
don't disagree,
is-
but I
what-
wouldn't pay for
What
one.
is your preferred ice novelty, or what is your preferred treat that could cool you off in the hottest of summer days? When you are hot and you say, I want something good, I want something delicious, but it's freaking hot outside, what are you doing?
So personal. If I could have anything, like snap my fingers and it's there in front of me.
Anything,
anything.
anything that you'd want.
Carly's mom makes this lemonade cake or lemonade pie
Okay.
Interesting.
that is like she takes a gallon of ice cream, vanilla ice cream,
Yeah.
mixes it with like it's a frozen concentrate can of like pink lemonade or yellow lemonade, like the frozen concentrate cans.
Okay.
So she mixes those together, gets the ice cream melted, then pours it into this pie tin with graham cracker crust. Then you put it back in the freezer and you freeze it.
Yeah.
And then you cut it like a pie and you eat it. And it's tart
Okay.
and it's cold.
Okay.
It's delightful.
See, that feels like it took some effort to make.
It's-
so it,
yeah,
it
but I'm
actually
just
has
saying-
ingredients to
But
it.
as a genie, like I snap my fingers and I get it to chill
Yeah.
out. That's what I'm going to pick 100 times out of 100.
But like what I'm saying is,
Really?
I respect
Yeah.
that more because there's more of a process with snow cones. It's literally just like ice.
They weren't going to go down the
you gotta
path.
shake
with some sugar poured on top.
I want to know,
shavings.
what are you doing?
It's not as exciting. I'm normally not like into the popsicle stuff. I normally like Fat Boy ice cream sandwiches with like the mint ice cream in them or something like that. But lately, oh man, I've become addicted to those frozen yogurt popsicles from Costco, the Mexican ones that have like
Well, you can't say
there's
that.
like a strawberry. Yes, you can because they're actually
From
advertised
the
as such.
country
So-
of Mexico.
yeah, so they're actually from Mexico,
Like a
and
pina colada
they
one?
have it's kind of like a coconut flavored one, but they also have like a mango flavored one, and there's also a like strawberry
So you
raspberry
want to know
one.
how to do it on the cheap thing?
So I know you can create them if you
just
like.
go buy yourself some Go-Gurts
Yeah,
and throw
yeah.
them in the freezer.
and that is an option.
amazing.
But I'm just saying, I really like these because they got
Yeah.
a lot of real fruit actually in them. So
Oh.
when you're getting through the yogurt, it's actually a lot of chunks of like real fruit
You like the
buried
chunks
in there.
in your mouth.
I like that. It's basically you're having a yogurt, but it's frozen. It's delicious. I realize I
Okay.
just talked about frozen yogurt, but
Tasty.
You get the
I like
point.
it.
But it's
No.
on a stick,
Anthony?
You know, it's on a stick.
So here's the thing, right? Ice cream to me in general, right? When I think about ice cream on a hot day, I think it is hot milk.
Yeah.
And I think of the sourness that
Right.
ice cream can turn, right? But then I also think to myself, like, okay, it's kind of sticky, but it is delicious, right? It depends on how much you can eat.
Sure.
I think that I don't want to have that taste of milk in the back of my throat, right? When I'm on a hot day and I don't have anything else to drink, like such as water.
Fair.
But I'm also not down for ice. I don't like snow cones. Like I just hate. I used to like them as a kid.
Frothy
Can't
White
do
Claw.
it. Can't
That's
do
what
it
you're
anymore,
about.
right?
Ooh.
No, I'm not gonna say White Claw. This is something that anybody can buy, right?
Okay.
But I am going to be tiptoeing into the ice cream realm just a little bit,
All right.
just because I can never say no to a Choco Taco.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The
he
Choco
went to
Taco.
the
is
Choco Taco.
It's a
champion.
hot day and
Yeah.
somebody pulls a Choco Taco out of a cooler. I'm going to say, yep.
Anthony's
Yeah.
going to do some things.
I'm going to say,
for that
how
Choco
many of those
Taco.
Choco Tacos do you got, right?
Yep.
And I'm probably going to eat them. But I would not eat the Choco Taco unless it was accompanied by a semi-frozen, 0 sugar, 0 calorie Gatorade, like a Gatorade Zero, right?
Interesting
So what I'm
combination.
getting there is
Okay.
I'm getting the refreshments of a Gatorade, right? I'm not getting
Without
the
any of the
sugar,
sugar,
content,
right.
right? Because I'm getting that from the Choco Taco.
So we eat it. That's what we drink in my
But
my
I'm
household.
also
Zero sugar
I'm
stuff.
feeling thirst quenched at the time, even though I know that Gatorade is probably just going to make me more thirsty. Hence, why I would have multiple semi-frozen, sugar-free
Yeah.
Gatorades.
The Choco Taco. I'll tell you my
Alex
favorite
wants
story.
to know what that is.
Alex, I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
So, the Choco Taco. Picture this.
As
It's
the name suggests.
It's the year 2000. Mm-hmm. I'm in Japan,
Okay.
walking the streets.
Yeah.
What's that I see in the distance?
It's a GTR.
7-Eleven.
Oh, okay. They had those there?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I go, whoa, 7-Eleven. My sister goes, yeah, they also don't sell gas at 7-Elevens. And I said, what? And then my other sister goes, yeah, those are convenience stores.
Straight up.
They're small grocery stores. You can go in there, and they like to stock certain things from America. I said, what fun is that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We walk in. Literally everything is Japanese in there, except for the frozen novelty section.
Interesting.
Slide the box open. What do they got in there? They got Fat Boys,
Ooh.
Choco Tacos,
Oh.
Yeah.
and Blue Bunny waffle cones, like the
Yeah.
cone things. And I go, Choco Tacos. Mind you, it's 100 degrees
Yeah.
and 80% humidity,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and I am dying.
Yeah.
I grab a bottle of water, one of those bad boys, sit out on the curb,
That's the
vibes.
move.
and destroy that Choco Taco.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
James.
this is heaven on earth right now.
Yeah.
It was the most refreshing thing I ever ate.
Telling you, it's hitting the nail on the head with that
Yes,
Choco Taco.
gee.
Like I'm not just throwing it out there. I'm saying that genuinely on a hot day, weirdly enough, a Choco Taco, Like when I've done yard work in the past, right? I'm
Right.
running to the gas station because I'm like, okay, I'm freaking hot. I'm gonna go grab something, whether it's drinks.
It's quite
or
possibly
whatever.
the king of all ice novelties.
I grab that Choco
Wow,
Taco.
bold
I'm
words.
out there on a hot day. I eat that thing and I go, wow. I don't have anything in my throat because that waffle.
There's
that,
just enough ice cream in there.
There's just enough ice cream in there, but that nice waffle cone tortilla or the shell, right, of the taco shell, breaks everything down, cleanses you out, right?
Clears you out.
Speaking of which, I mean, we might have to go get some choco.
We might have
tacos.
We're kind of building ourselves
Yeah.
up to want these now.
So hopefully you've understood, Alex, that the Choco Taco is literally what it is. It's a ice cream. It's literally like an ice cream cone with like some fudge and some nuts and some other stuff, but in the form of a taco.
And then it's got
And the hard part about it is they are hit and miss around the areas.
Yeah.
So the next time you find yourself in a convenience store, go to the frozen novelty section.
You need to
and
buy
look.
you need to buy a fresh batch of Choco Tacos.
Because you
They'll
can
sit
find
there.
them to be
They'll
sitting
sit
for
there
months.
forever, months
You'll
and
crack it
months.
open, it's got freezer burn on it.
Yeah, so
You're
you
like,
don't
"Damn."
want that. You want to get the freshest Choco Taco you can get. Anyway, so continue on. Sorry, Dane.
Sorry, go ahead if you had more.
No,
Yeah.
well, I've still got my weekend.
Yeah.
Well, no, I just had a very controversial
Okay.
take that I was
Okay.
going to throw out
All
there.
right, what is it, Dane?
I don't find chocolate, even a nice novelty, to be refreshing. Something about chocolate, just like
No,
it's
That's why the
warm,
Choco,
is-
we're
But
talking about the
but I'm
Choco
saying
Taco.
I'm saying just like
different.
anything with chocolate is less refreshing than the alternative. If there's like a fruit or citrus kind of like something along those lines.
Yeah, we get it.
something
You're
else,
a savory
more
kind of guy.
refreshing.
We got it.
Well, no, like more of a sweet. But the
here,
chocolate is
well, so here,
something
okay.
about it. There's an inherent
Dane,
warmth
Yeah.
to chocolate.
Dane, we're
and
not
that's
talking
what I
about
want on a
chocolate.
hot
We're
day.
talking about Choco Tacos. It's a
which
name.
has Choco right in the name.
So I
but-
will lock you out of this building and make you stand outside. And then when I walk out after about 3 hours holding a cooler with a Choco Taco in it,
Yeah.
and
You will change
be
your ways.
crawling
That
to
is-
me.
but
So
see,
I
that's
watched.
not-
so just so
that's
you
not a
know,
fair comparison.
I watched Blade 2 last night, and Blade did that to Whistler. Pretty much exactly the exact same scene. He locked him in a dungeon. Said, when you come back, I better hope you're the
craving
man.
for
You're the
tacos.
real
Here's
man,
it, though.
and I got a Choco Taco waiting for you.
But let's be real about this.
Pretty sure
if
that's exactly
you
how it went down.
presented a Choco Taco and one or two other alternative
Nope.
ice novelties as a
Oh,
choice.
Dane.
Nope.
If you're giving
Nope.
somebody only one choice, that's not a choice.
No, Dane.
Other than to not select
Dane, we're talking
said
about
choice.
how great the Choco Taco is.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
That's
about.
just fascism.
No, it's not.
It's the king of all nice novelties.
I could crush about 6 Choco Tacos.
I could too. The last time I told you.
But what you're telling me is given no other options, it's
I
the
went
choice.
on a trip.
Okay.
Carly said, hey, you need to go find Choco Tacos. And I said,
Yeah.
understood, milady. And I undertook a quest.
Yeah.
And first, I drove down to the Stinker on Boise and Apple, walked in. Choco Taco bin was completely empty.
Fair.
I said, do you have any Choco Tacos? She goes, no. And I said, "Ugh." Drove the next block down to the Jacksons.
Yeah, I know.
Walked in, said, "You got Choco Tacos?" I was on Pennsylvania and Geckler and Boise, and she goes, "We don't have Choco Tacos." And I was drove down to Broadway,
Yeah.
hit the Jacksons on the extra mile on Broadway, pulled in there, walked up. They had 2 Choco Tacos left.
Oh, my.
I grabbed
That's
those,
not enough, though.
but I bought them.
Yeah.
Then on my way back, I had a premonition. Some would say voice of the gods.
Yeah.
Some maybe say
A raven whisper.
a raven whispered to me.
Oh my.
Some might even call it angels.
Yeah.
But they said, check the Jacksons by your house.
Oh, wow.
And so I thought, drove over there. A treasure trove of Choco Tacos.
Holy
8
smokes.
within that.
Wow.
I bought all 8.
You had to buy all 8.
Oh my.
I now came home with a bounty of 10 Choco Tacos.
Yeah.
Showed them to my wife. She was very proud of me. I put them in the freezer. We each cracked open one, ate them, and then proceeded to eat probably 3 each for the rest of the evening.
Yeah. No,
Fair. Now,
they're
before
so
you go
good.
reading too far into what I said, I didn't say I didn't like them. I certainly
know,
do.
Dane, but if you're-
I'm just drawing the distinction, saying that given the choice, if you have other sweet treat options for frozen novelties, chocolate is going to be lower on my list than something with, fruit or some other kind of thing, and it's just more appealing to me personally. That to me, it seems more refreshing. I don't think chocolate is refreshing. It doesn't.
Depends.
There's
It
not a
depends on the
correlation to
fruit,
those
man.
things in my mind.
Depends on the fruit. There's certain fruits that just
Yeah.
really aren't refreshing. Like nobody ever's eaten a
banana.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's-
refreshing.
warm
No.
banana.
I'm thinking more
Frozen
along the
banana,
lines
on the
of
other hand, dipped in
Frozen,
chocolate.
frozen banana,
berries,
or like pineapple. I see citrus fruits as refreshing.
yes.
I don't
citrus is
see
very
like
refreshing.
strawberries or
You
blueberries
know,
as
Mint
refreshing.
is refreshing.
You know what wasn't?
Berries are
You know
refreshing.
what was refreshing? Dole Whip.
Dole Whips.
Oh,
That
Dole
was-
Whips. Dole Whips are boss. I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I'll
that was
admit
pretty
it.
impressive.
The Dole Whip.
Now, all
from
I
Disney
wanted to say
World.
was I don't not like chocolate taco. I love chocolate taco. They're great. But chocolate, given the choice, I would just
So when-
rather
Still feels
take a
like
different
you
route.
hate
That's
when
all I'm
Glenn
throwing out
when
there.
Glenn goes
Some
to
of
the
you guys
store
just
after
can't
this
handle
podcast
nuance.
ends,
Hopefully
and
she's
goes
going
and
now.
stocks up on chocolate tacos.
Glenn, if
Dane,
you're listening,
you
oh
might
wait,
not be
she's
able to have
producing
one.
the episode right now. We can't have her go get chocolate tacos till after. Alex, sorry, I just googled the chocolate taco. It's my new to me
Yeah.
background. My God, yeah, it's pretty much the greatest thing. So anyway, came home with
Afternoon
the
podcast. It's
with
weird.
the Cold Stone Creamery. Enjoyed our ice cream.
Yeah.
Next morning, woke up. I had a car to detail.
Yeah,
I had the AMG GT53, the
Ooh.
purple one.
yeah.
Had that to work on. So that's the one you guys have seen in the Satisfying Saturdays and stuff. That's what I had to detail. Now, the car had some dye transfer on the seats, and had a new scratch down the rear quarter.
Oh no.
Now, this coat, it has legend on it.
Legend.
It's been on there for 1 year.
Yeah.
So I clean up the interior. I get a lot of the dye off the seats, but there's still some that's permeated, just parts of the cracks that I can't get out. So anyway, interior's clean, looks great, looks nice. I start working on the outside. That was Saturday. Spent the day getting the interior done, working on the seats. In the MOSHQ, I'd turned on the AC Friday evening in the garage. The AC inside my garage was a 78 degrees.
It's pretty nice.
Not too bad. Not
Pretty
too bad.
bearable.
Could be
yeah.
worse.
But 104 outside.
yeah.
So I thought 78 is pretty good. I had all the fans going. I was still hot.
Yeah.
But I finished early and then went and sat on the couch with Hadley and Augie. I took a shower, came, sat down, relaxed, and said, you know what? I haven't watched Miss Marvel yet. So me and the kids started Miss Marvel. Got through about 4 episodes,
I've only watched the first one.
3
so far.
episodes. I really like it.
It was
You
fun.
do?
It's really good. 3 episodes. Then we had to go to my mom's. My mom was having a little birthday party for Carly, for my sister Avery, and my stepmom.
Yeah.
So we all head over there. My mom's built a. This is the kind of stuff my mom does. Guys, I'm having a party in my house. Come on over. I'll get the food. Okay, I'm excited to see what kind of party food my mom has created. Here's what my mom does. And Mom, I know you're listening. She listens every week, every time.
I hope she made a whole plate of chicken enchiladas
Nope.
with some for me.
Nope.
Nope.
So my mom ordered some Domino's pizza.
Okay.
Quite nice. Have everybody over for pizza. She then also had a gift card to Olive Garden.
No way.
Are we combining
So
these
my
things
mom
right now?
combined Domino's and Olive Garden.
It's Italian.
She got salad, a crap ton of breadsticks.
Oh
This
my.
is awesome.
I'm talking about a literal, probably 2 cubic feet of breadsticks
Yeah.
that came in a box that was like this big.
I love that.
I
Brought
ain't
those.
even mad.
Bought those and then bought macaroni and cheese for the kids to have in case they didn't want pizza.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we got to the house. My mom's like, just bring your own drinks. My dad's like, I got the cake. And my mom's like, I got all this food. And we walk in and she's got Domino's pizza and Olive Garden breadsticks
That sounds like a
and
good
salad.
time.
It was perfect. It was so fun. So we had a little party at my mom's. The ladies opened their presents. We ate stuff, ate the food, just enjoyed ourselves. So it was fun. It was hot.
Oh, I bet.
Thankfully, though, my mom's backyard, you guys know, super shaded.
Oh, it's a lovely
Shaded,
place.
beautiful.
to be.
perfect. Oh my gosh.
Peaceful.
The sound of the water wheel.
So
in
my
the background.
dad goes and sits on the chair and he's like, if I lived here, I would just tear that fence down and just watch that water wheel.
Yeah.
Like that's all.
Literally, it's
I
majestic.
thought I was expecting worse, but actually that's kind of
Yeah,
true. That
that's
water
all.
wheel is really nice
It's
to watch.
one of the most
I said,
beautiful
well, why haven't you
local
started
things
working
I have
on it?
ever seen
Yes.
and witnessed in person and been like,
Super
this
cool.
exists here
Yeah.
in the back of this apartment.
It's like from a
amazing.
much long past time.
No, it's a very old time, Dane. You
Yeah.
know the history of that?
Yeah,
There
that's
used to be-
cool.
there used to be bodies in that water.
They used to put bodies in there.
Well,
So
we talked about
this
it a
was
while
a
ago,
this
but-
was a trench that was an offshoot
yeah.
of the the New York Canal when they were building it. So this became the first offshoot from Diversion Dam when they started building it. So they built Diversion, then they built this little offput.
Mm-hmm.
So it would cruise from Warm Springs all the way to Caldwell, Idaho.
That's a ways.
40 miles. They dug this single straight trench, and it cuts all the way through, all the way to Caldwell. So this was so they get water from Arrow Rock Dam. Mm-hmm. So they were running the water, and the goal was to help the Boise River at least, like just push water into the valley. So this water would go through there, and these water wheels were placed along to help the water move, but also to provide electricity and power for some of the homes along the way. Here's the thing, though. All the fancy houses on Warm Springs, some of them didn't have bathrooms back then.
No.
So they would place their outhouses over that nice little canal.
Yeah. And then butchers, and if they were
Yep.
butchering an animal, they would throw the...
They would throw all the remnants because it would go right through downtown. It cuts right through downtown. So all the butcher shops and things like that, they just started throwing their garbage.
Anybody who
and
complains about regulations,
food
I just want you
remnants-
to remember what it was like before.
food remnants. And sometimes if a horse died in the road,
Oh,
they would just push it over to the canal
Because it's easier.
and dump it in the canal and send it on down the way. Because
That's
it's
someone else's
nobody's-
problem
Not
now.
Boise's problem. Well, all that ended up at the end in Caldwell in some farmer's field.
Yeah, I'm sure they're real
And
happy
so
about
it became sewage and dead animals that were thrown down at the end.
This
Hasn't
podcast has taken such an
So,
extreme turn.
Caldwell hasn't
It's fun
changed
to
much,
look at.
right?
It's fun to look at that. It's fun to look at that. Sit back and enjoy
my.
that water wheel and think back to all the dead animals that have gone through there.
Wow.
Anyway, so that was Saturday. Then Sunday, finished the outside of the car. So
Yeah.
for the outside, I didn't want to polish off the coating.
Yeah.
I wanted to try and polish out the scratches as best I could
Okay.
without pulling the rest of the
Yeah.
coating off. So UCP 1987 is what I used on an Udos green foam pad.
Interesting. What machine?
My Rupes 15.
Okay.
So I like the Udos pads because they're very spongy. The green has got a little more abrasive cut to it. I tried a yellow wool Rupes. It just wasn't doing anything on it.
Interesting.
I tried a maroon pad, a maroon Euro foam pad. Didn't do anything. Grabbed an orange HGO. Didn't even touch it. As soon as I hooked up with the green, it removed the scratches without removing any of the coating, which was rather nice because you can see. And then I did a small test spot just to make sure like I wasn't removing the coating.
Yeah.
And I took a blue wool and last cut and I let it sit in a spot and you could see the discoloration that happened once I removed the coating. So that's when so I fixed that little spot just to fill it, make sure it's got coating on it. It's not noticeable on the vehicle,
Okay.
but ended up polishing the whole from the front fenders and hood back because the front's all PPF. So it looked fine. Got everything polished and then wiped it down with one of our new prototype fancy sprays that I can't tell you guys about. Sprayed the whole car down after I paint prepped it.
Yeah.
Wiped everything down, put the spritz on there.
Yeah.
Looks amazing. Finished the wheels, finished everything up. Texted my buddy, said, "Hey, car's ready to go. Come pick it up. It's Sunday, 1:00." And he goes,
All right.
"Pick it up on Tuesday. I'm in McCall." And I said, well, I get to keep this car in my garage for another 2 days. Okay. Then went inside, took a shower, told Carly, I was like, I can do. What are you guys doing? She goes, "We're going to Savers. You want to go?" So
Ooh,
I haven't
fun.
been to Savers in a while.
Yeah.
It's
Headed
a
over there
thrift
to
store.
Savers. Whew. So don't ever walk over to the old shoe section.
Oh.
It does kind of smell like old shoes.
Well, you're surprised by that?
Kind of stinky. I haven't been into a lot of thrift stores for a while. So anyway, did that. Then we went to the
day.
mall, headed over to the mall. Hadley got herself her first pair of Vans.
Oh,
She's
that's
got some
cool.
Vans high tops.
That's cool.
And then Augie and I wandered around. He was learning the art of when machines take your money.
Oh,
Super bummed about that kind of stuff. But Sunday we came back. We finished the rest of Miss Marvel.
okay.
Came home, sat on the couch, watched it, and just chilled out. We didn't move. Like I said, this weekend I thought about taking him to a movie. But again, hearing that Anthony Blaine went to a movie and said it was packed and like shows were selling out so fast.
He said Top Gun was still selling out.
Yeah, everybody was. It's because it was so flipping hot.
Yeah.
It was too hot to go down. Like Bound Crossing by our house had a block party. Why?
Yeah.
It was 104
Unless you're
degrees
running
at 6
misters
o'clock.
out there or something, it's not
Like,
really worth standing
yeah,
out there.
so,
in it. It drains your energy.
It was just too
being in
too
that
hot.
heat.
So I feel sorry for all you guys in the UK because it was just
Yeah.
hot. Yesterday felt like the first real break in the heat that we've had. We had a nice breeze going on yesterday. In the evening, I went outside. There was a nice breeze. It was bearable. I could go outside and sit on my patio in the Jarl's hangout. So that was
Yeah.
nice. But that was my weekend.
Yeah.
They're picking up the car tonight, so I'm hoping they'll be excited with it. I don't have a lot to do with it, but
Sure. Ron.
prototype.
Still trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just called prototype. That's it. Oh, and Joey wanted to make sure he with no spoilers.
No spoilers. It was great.
I
It was
haven't
great.
watched it
I
yet,
really
other than
enjoyed
the
that
first
series. I
episode.
thought it was.
You watched it all?
I watched it all
Oh,
6
you
enjoyed
episodes
it,
this
though.
weekend. It was really good.
I still have to watch it. I haven't watched any of it.
It's
Do you like it more than Hawkeye?
It's fun. It's in the vein of Hawkeye.
You like it as much as Hawkeye?
I like him. Probably like it more than Hawkeye.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so more than Hawkeye, less than Loki.
No,
What about?
less than
Okay.
Loki. Yes.
Okay, what about Winter Soldier and Falcon Winter Soldier?
I feel like I need to watch that again. That one was a little too.
Okay, Moon Knight.
I like Moon Knight.
More.
No,
Phase 4
I
has
like.
been such a roller
I like Miss
coaster of
Marvel
just-
more than Moon Knight.
Okay.
I like Moon Knight though. I do like Moon Knight, but I'd probably do Miss Marvel. I'd probably do Loki, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight.
Really?
Even
and then
G is
some of the-
surprised.
Yeah, and then I'd probably do right under maybe Moon Knight and Hawkeye are kind of vying for third.
I mean, it kind of felt
right
like
now.
early Spider-Man Homecoming vibes.
Very,
or something, and
it
that
was
kind of
fun.
Stuff.
It was so fun,
Okay.
so fun. It was perfect for a Sunday afternoon binge watch.
Joey, literally 99% of the Marvel movies that are made
I
are
like
better
Dark.
than the Dark
I
World.
like Dark World because
Nobody liked
stupid.
Dark
Wow, that's an
World.
unpopular
Dark
opinion.
World.
But you know what?
I like it
respect
because
you
it was.
for liking
I like it because it was
I don't.
really
Chris
bad and
Hemsworth still had
confusing.
bleached eyebrows.
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't
the
okay.
eyebrows killed me.
No, he had that in the first one. The second one
first
they
one they
realized
did
to
that. They
stop
changed him
bleaching
in the second
Yeah,
one?
I think the second one still had bleached
No, they
eyebrows.
Am I
changed-
Mandela affecting myself right now?
Yeah.
Because I thought he still had him in the second
No,
one.
they said
Oh.
that in the first one they bleached his eyebrows and they were like, "Oh, this was bad."
This is not
So the second
good.
one they didn't bleach his eyebrows in.
man.
So anyway,
Wow.
that was it. So
Dead
Gentlemen.
Hulk was better than Dark World.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead, Dane. Hit me.
You know, I'm going to keep mine short and sweet despite kind of, throwing it out there. I realize in a previous podcast episode I had talked about, oh, well, these guys are talking about their pools. Maybe I'll get in on the inflatable pool action. I've got a yard
Right.
that warrants it now. It's hot enough outside. Thought we're going into it. Get myself a
now
pool. Enjoy
what
that.
most people don't know is that I had this same pool that you have, albeit maybe a foot smaller in circumference.
Yeah.
And if you recall the podcast from last summer and me trying to level my
I
seemingly
conveniently forgot all of
seemingly almost level floor, like dirt back, like grass backyard, and me having to purchase 25 bags of dirt to build up a berm.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
And my 6 foot level that I bought so that I could create a nice level platform all the way around out of earth
yeah.
and cement stones on the bottom and then packing them with earth on top so that I could create this perfectly level and still not having it as the water sloshed
Yep.
towards the grade. Anyway,
So,
Dane, so how'd it go?
Yeah. Basically,
Your house is on a hill, right?
Very much so.
Okay.
Yeah. So my house is on a level point on a hill, but my yard itself, it starts fairly level as you're close to the patio, but the more you move out, the more it kind of curves.
Yeah, same thing happens to
down.
my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
I'm not
there's-
on a hill.
There's a definite slope to it. But I conveniently forgot everything you talked about when it came to the actual leveling issues because I just went in with a blind optimism like, yeah, he's talking about he enjoys his pool. That does sound nice. Yeah, that just sounds nice.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it is
all right,
nice.
cool. I'm gonna get in on that. I'm gonna enjoy that. And next thing I realized, I just opened up a can of worms, a nightmare of trying to keep this thing from spilling over itself every time I thought I was on level enough ground. No, it's never level enough unless it's like perfectly level. That's more or less what I've learned. I found a compromise kind of, it's not quite level, but it's close enough that it works.
Okay.
So I had to go to Home Depot and pick up about 8 sandbags. And I'm putting it on my lawn, right? So I'm not like trying to dig up my lawn to do this. Yes, I'm killing grass. I understand that. But I can replace it. But the actual leveling, I'm not piling dirt on there or anything. So I'm just taking these sandbags. I'm putting them against the outer wall as I'm filling it up because it's this awkward scenario where you pour water in. It's extremely slow. You're filling it up with, a home hose. For a 15-foot pool, I don't recall how many gallons it actually takes.
I think it's about 5,000 gallons.
So it's a lot. I can't wait for that water bill.
Mine was like 900 gallons.
So my pool that was a foot smaller in diameter of his was 4,200 gallons.
Oh.
Said right on the
Hey,
box.
detailing vibes. So
Holds this much water. And I said, holy crap.
Basically, I took the initiative finally towards the mid-late part of last week. Okay, I'm finally going to put this thing together.
Yeah.
We're going to get this thing to work. I'm going to have it just in time for Liz's mom, who's going to be coming and visiting Idaho or Boise for the first time. She's going to be stopping by and staying with us.
You're meeting her for the first time.
Well, no, I've met her plenty of times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I didn't know you met her plenty of times.
Obviously, I've met her plenty of times, like going down to Salt Lake and meeting her family.
I
and stuff.
literally never knew that.
But my parents had never met her.
Your parents, okay.
So
that's what it was.
that was it. So she got a chance to meet them this weekend, which was really nice.
Okay.
And just kind of catching up. And of course, Liz was super excited about that. So I was really happy for that. And she's great. So I wanted to have like the pool and stuff be ready for him. It'd be a nice amenity at the Dane of Shine HQ, the Hennen HQ.
The Dane of Shine HQ.
No idea what that means. We're just throwing that out there.
The Hennen House on the hill.
It's the Hennen Hot
the
Springs.
Hennen Hill House. Yeah, the Hennen Hot Springs.
The Hennen Hot Hole, right?
Wow, let's not say that. Of course, now G and Alex are going to
I think that's got another meaning.
Okay, so moving on. Gee, thank you, G. Thank you. The square footage of that T-Bird truck, it probably would fit more or less.
That would be a party in there.
So basically, my entire second half of last week was trial and error with put out the tube, fill up the upper ring of the tube of the pool, get that full enough that it creates a shape, and then try and maintain that shape as it starts to fill with water.
Right. Yeah.
It may look mostly level to the naked eye, but as you put water in it, you quickly discover, the water really wants to migrate that way.
Wants to go down the hill.
As I started filling it, I'm like, okay, the first night I was just, trying to make it work without sandbags.
Well, and the hard part is you leave it for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then you come back out to check and you're like, oh no.
So slow.
Yeah. Or you come back an hour
and
later.
And then you come back an hour
happened.
later and nothing's happened, but you come back 2 hours later and everything has happened. So it's just like, okay, we got to be able to accommodate this. That first day was just kind of like frustration. It was just, I really thought I had this. I naively thought, this will be fine. It'll work. Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfectly level. Physics makes sure that you learn the hard lesson there. But I did come back the second day with cut off the roof and get rid of the pool. Oh my. Okay, so barring all these comments, I came back the second day and I was like, all right, I'm going to buy some sandbags from Home Depot. I'm just going to have some, because they're useful. You can have them for other things too. So it's not the end of the world. You pay a little money for sandbags, and you got them for purposes. They're about 60-pound sandbags, and I also had a couple of 75s that I used to put in the Miata, which I used for traction in the winter back when I had that. It was fun. Yeah. But I decided,
we have those outside here, the front door, still to this day.
Well, I have two at home. I don't know what those
are the ones
same ones?
Those are the ones you pulled out of your. I think you pulled them out of the Ranger. of the sport track.
Oh my god. Okay,
They're still sitting out front over there by the flower
that's
beds.
a fun discovery.
Yeah.
I didn't know those were
years.
there.
They may have come from the Miata.
I probably walked past them a million times.
Oh no,
Okay.
you pulled them out.
Well, I
pulled them out,
but I
set 'em
forgot
there.
until you just said this
And
moment.
I know your mom has asked
So-
you to get them a couple times.
Great. This is an afternoon podcast. This is such a.
That goes. Glizzy's in the
Oh, no. Okay. You know what's hilarious though? We have more people watching this than watch our morning
great.
podcast, so that's a
great.
trade-off. Is our talk of all these
Cylindrical
things.
meat emporium.
Okay, so I don't need to explain to you everything that happened because you can kind of fill in the blanks
So the
yourself.
pool started to shift down the hill.
Well, it was.
The shape was shifting towards down the hill.
Yeah, so basically it would
matter
line
how
up
much you
on
built
this
it up.
wall, and the problem was, if you imagine, okay, so you have the pool when it's flat, and then as it lifts up, you have a certain amount that's acceptable for the walls. Well, it's a different color than the base, so you know when you've gone too far, you could tell
Correct.
where the wall
you could
ends.
see to the max.
So the problem was some of this water was pushing it over so far that the wall was becoming the floor, and then
Right.
it wasn't going to its proper
Yeah, the
height.
whole shape was.
And then
doing
all
this.
the water at a certain point just decides, yeah, I'm just going to
breakover
pour over the
angle.
top of this. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. So that was
And
the
now
fun
you do
lesson
have,
there.
and the fun part is you live on a hill, so you have
Yes.
a house below you.
Well, there's fortunately a lot of distance between where those two are,
Yeah,
and
a lot of
they have a
loose
backyard.
a lot
that's
of loose
quite
sand.
I'm not causing landslides if that's what you're worried about.
I don't know, 5,000
So-
gallons of water coming down that hill might happen.
Oh my! So point being, I learned my lesson the first day, or so I thought. I came back with sandbags, and at first it was just like maybe 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I tried to line them up at the bottom.
Yeah, try and keep
I
that wall up. Yeah.
But as I learned quickly that night, well, slowly that night, I put them, and then over the period of about 4 hours, it filled up enough that it literally just walked over it like a slug, just over the top of the sandbag. And I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah.
So on my third day, when it was finally, I think at this point we got to Saturday, I decided to build like a freaking wall. So
Yeah.
I got 8 sandbags, and I actually started stacking them multiple on top of each other to really stop this thing from pouring over. That's what finally did it. That's what got it to stay put.
Okay.
Nice.
And so I was able to create a space where you could freely float, albeit a little on the shallow side, but it's still a lot better than
It's
it
still
was.
a pool that you can cool off in.
And as of yesterday, I finally took my first dip in the pool and enjoyed it with my floaty. And
Yeah.
I have to say, it's very relaxing.
So
That's-
it's worth the $100.
It's worth-
or whatever
it's
it was.
worth it.
In my case, the reason I went like crazy big on that was I noticed I could get a 15-foot pool for $150 when you
Yeah.
got an 8-foot for $100. So I'm like, it's a pretty good return on investment.
Yeah.
Not thinking about how much more work a 15-foot pool. And you tried to warn me. To your credit, you're both like, dang, that's a lot of pool. Are you sure
a
you
lot
want to
of
do
water.
that? And I'm sitting here, this will be fun. Yeah, so if I were to go back again, I might go for that 8-foot pool instead. Just as a pro tip to anybody listening.
Well, the 8-footer, honestly, for what I need it to do, it's like
It's you, your
it's
wife,
also
and your baby,
easier
and you're
to.
happy.
There's no wrinkles when I laid mine down. Right. Granted, I'm on concrete. Right. I put a
Yeah.
rug underneath, but there's no wrinkles on the bottom.
Okay.
It's relatively level, and honestly, dude, like I said, when I'm sitting in it, it's up to my neck when I'm sitting on the floor.
Right.
Right.
That's how mine used to
my
be, too.
butt on the floor. It's up to my neck, and I'm
That's
kind
how,
of like.
that's how mine was.
And
just
so-
right here when I sit on the ground.
So it's enough to just dive underneath and just go around swimming, and it's easy to maintain. Like the filtration system, I change
Quite
the
simple.
filter once a week. I got the 6-pack of filters for like whatever it was, like $8 on Amazon. So it's
Thank you,
cheap
G.
to maintain as well. So I'll be going over to Dane's house, showing him how to maintain pH balance his pool, show him how to throw in a little bit of chlorine tablets that are going to be free floating.
Yeah.
Don't ever throw a piece of chlorine tablet
No,
straight
don't-
into the
don't
pool.
do that.
No.
Do you want to
put
know?
it in the filter? You put it in the little floater.
Yeah, you want to know why you don't do that? Like
happened
I
when you
did,
did it?
Why?
is because it completely stains the bottom of the pool and removes the color. So I had an area where I threw a
It
piece
just
of a tablet.
leaches it right out.
Right? It was once blue, was now like yellow. And Katie's like, that looks disgusting. And I go, it's literally just missing the color. It's
Yeah.
fine. She's like, this looks trashy. I said, we have an 8-foot pool.
We have an inflatable pool.
We have an
I'm sorry,
inflatable
there's no
patio
real
pool
way
in
to
our
dance around
patio.
that.
I'm like, it's already trashy. So
You know what, though? You enjoy it. That's all that matters.
It is,
That's
man.
all that matters. So, really, that was going to be my overarching theme here was, you know what? Pain in the butt, but in the end, it was kind of worth it. Even if it's not perfect and I didn't follow the proper instructions in installing this thing, and I probably killed a lot of grass.
Yeah.
I still feel like it's going to be worth it because, boy, after moving that a few times, throwing those sandbags down there on a hot day where it was over 100 degrees and I'm hauling around 60 and 80-pound sandbags, you kind of go, this better be worth it. So
You're right, exactly. I'm amazed that you were doing that much.
So I was, and I was miserable, but I really, really wanted to have that pool and have an amenity for Liz's mom and Liz to enjoy, even if I was at work and stuff. So, yeah, that was ultimately the goal. And I have to say, in the end, it was worth it.
Dane,
But it was
while the girls are out swimming, I'm telling you, you got to start cooking some of those hot dogs, right?
Yeah, them
Get some of
glizzies.
those slop dogs going, right? Because when the girls are tired,
So hot. Slop
So
dogs. Delicious.
after Liz and her mom, or
You'll have some
seriously,
of those. You
there's
can give her
nothing
some of those frosted, those yogurts that you
There's
like so
nothing
much.
like a hot dog
And then-
with a wet pool hand that you go and grab, and it's kind of damp still from the pool,
yeah.
and then you eat it. There's
Yeah,
just something
yeah.
about that extra bit of chlorine that just takes that hot dog over to the next level.
Takes
man.
to that level.
Alex asking an important question. You're going to love this, Alex. I actually used one of our the Rag Company microfiber spa towels. Right, the ones you can't get anymore.
yeah.
I still got one. It's sage green. The last time we had those, when we finally sold off the rest of our inventory because nobody was buying those because, frankly, making a microfiber towel that large at the time was pretty expensive. We sold the rest at a discount to dog parlors, and they actually really enjoyed them. It was a nice touch for all those dog parlors out there for grooming and such. But I managed to snag one before they were all gone, and I love it. It's like a 30 by 72.
Wow.
You can now groom yourself, right?
Yes.
With a spa
so
towel.
wonderful, wonderful towel. You can't get them anymore. I'm sorry, but that is what I use.
There you go.
For the ones who want to be informed, there you go. Now,
Yeah.
that's enough from me. I think I've reinforced that.
Well, I'm
point
glad you did it. You
Yeah.
accomplished something quite large.
I'm
accomplished
happy.
a
I'm
thing.
happy about it. We've been
Yeah.
bugging you for
So
weeks
the next
now.
thing,
Yeah.
Dane, you're going to get a large tote. And I'm talking the biggest tote you can find.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna toss it. I'm probably gonna toss mine at the end of this year, depending on what
So
it
I'm
looks
just
like
saying,
for the next month.
So
or two.
here's the deal.
And then
I have
vacuum seal
so
that thing.
I have
into it.
2, 4, 6 totes full of pool stuff,
Yeah,
including the ladder
yeah.
that you can climb over and into the pool.
A ladder would be
Yeah,
kind
the
of cool.
V ladder.
Yeah. So I have all of that stuff. It's just chilling on my patio.
Yeah.
I have one in my shed, and the other one has literally not left the patio since I folded the pull up last winter.
Yeah.
And put it together because it will disintegrate if you don't
Yeah.
store it somehow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, you could toss it, but
I'm thinking I accepted the fact that if I get
Yours you could
$100
probably-
out of
yeah,
it
yeah.
over the course of 2 or 3 months, $30 a month to have a pool, and if it starts to fail, because it is getting baked in the sun,
Yeah, it
day in, day
gets
out,
damaged.
it's gonna get damaged.
Oh,
So,
I did buy
we'll see.
a lid for mine, a
good.
top. So
Yeah.
Cover.
I did have a cover to put over it.
Always
which
put
worked
the
well.
cover on
Yeah.
because you're gonna find crickets in your.
Oh yeah, in my
And
case, a
bees.
poor little honeybee tried to land.
take a drink. I
and-
told you. Did
Yeah.
you build your waterer yet? You got to build your bee waterer.
Well, it
a
was
bee
a
fountain.
little too late for that one, unfortunately.
So,
but, yeah.
Dane, here's how you do it. You grab a platter, throw some rocks on it, fill it with water
Yeah.
so that the bee can land on the rocks and drink the water. Once they know about it, they go back and tell all the other ones, you go drink from this thing, not that big pool.
Yeah.
And then they don't land in your pool.
Gee, we'll
It's
try
very
to
easy.
get
They're
some.
smart.
The cover definitely helped though, because as soon as I got that over there was a lot less.
Yeah, they
there.
stopped
Although
going in there.
I did notice it seemed to.
Did you get a skimmer?
the first? I was going to buy one of those too when I got the chlorine tablets. I got the floater thing. I just don't have the chlorine tablets for it yet.
yeah.
But I haven't plugged the filter in yet. I've had it filled with water officially working for only about a day now, so
Yeah.
it's not too much. But if I need
Filter
to
tonight.
cycle through,
Filter,
Yeah.
get it
That's
going
enough.
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so
Anthony.
jump into my weekend. My weekend is a little bit more exciting than both of yours, needless to say.
I've heard a little. I'm very curious to see how the rest went.
So Friday night, right? I got home off of work, and me and Katie had been discussing this game plan that we had for Friday night for quite some time. But it was so freaking hot out, we didn't know if we wanted to commit to this game plan.
Right. Very
So
hot.
it was my wife's birthday. I'm not going to call it her birthday weekend. She's not one of those chicks that says, it's my birthday weekend, let's go.
Oh,
You know,
it's the whole birthday
she's
week
not
and
like
that,
that.
Yeah.
Her birthday was on Tuesday, but the only real way to celebrate would probably be over the weekend because today is work day, right?
Right.
So 3 years ago, she bought tickets to the Goo Goo Dolls.
I think
Who-
I know
Years
why it
ago.
was 3 years
Who-
ago. Because
yes.
something happened in between.
Something happened in the last 3 years, right? So the Goo Goo Dolls just kept pushing the date back on which they would be coming back, which surprisingly rebooked to come to Boise,
But at least
right?
you got your concert. I didn't get my concert. My
yeah.
tickets were just straight up canceled.
I don't know, your Tool tickets because
Yeah.
they're tools.
Yeah, well, that was unfortunate because I wanted to see them.
So she says, Anthony, do you want to go to the Goo Goo Dolls on Friday night? And I said, Katie, it's 104 degrees outside. It is insane. And she goes, well, I don't really have anything else going for my birthday because everybody had to change their plans for that weekend. We were going to like rent out somebody's backyard pool, even though we have our own pool, just as like a big, like,
an actual
family,
human pool,
like a
not
human
the,
pool.
not the baby pool.
Real
So-
human pool.
But that didn't work out as well. So I'm like, I kind of felt bad because I'm like, we're not really doing anything this weekend. Like, we have to do something. I said, you know what? If you want to go to the Goo Goo Dolls tonight, let's do it. Like, let's make it happen. So we drop Lucy off at my parents' house, and we head to the concert. Now, this concert, we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into because realistically, it's the first big concert like at the outdoor amphitheater in a while over there at the
This is
Idaho
the
Center.
Nampa one?
The
Okay,
Nampa
yeah.
one. And it's where they used to host Warped Tour, right? And we didn't know what kind of turnout would be because of the attendees maybe not going or just because of the weather and how hot it was. But we knew that the opening band, there's only 2 bands, right? This is so this is what's hilarious, right?
Oh, you're about to see.
so
Gee.
so there's 2 bands
Who
playing,
opened
right?
for them?
Goo Goo Dolls was the main stage act,
Okay.
right? But the opener band was Blue October.
Oh man.
Right? I don't know if you even remember Blue October.
I remember them. I just don't know why
Take me,
anybody
Jackie.
would go
They
see
had
them.
one song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
So
knows that one.
Katie asked me, she's like, "Do you like
kinda
the Goo
annoying.
Goo Dolls?" And I said, "I mean, I'm like think I'm on board with everybody else when I say I like maybe 3 songs,
Yeah.
3 maybe 4 songs."
Yeah. Point was, it
And-
was something to do.
And I said
Yeah.
I said weirdly enough, my favorite John Resnick song
Oh, right.
is literally not even a Goo Goo Dolls song. It's from Treasure Planet. It's like Disney's
a little
Treasure
solo outing.
Disney's
Disney
Treasure
there.
Planet. I'm like, that's my favorite song. That's like one of my favorite
They're
songs.
definitely not playing
And
that.
I'm like, and he doesn't even associate with that anymore. So like, I doubt they're gonna play that. But she, likes a few of the songs. What's funny is she's like, yeah, no, I like the other songs. That's not Iris, right? Which is their most popular
Yeah,
song.
that's the one
And I said, well, that's
everybody-
kind of cool. So anyway, we got there, walked in. It was honestly pretty. It was a cool feeling being back in an outdoor
concert,
amphitheater
yeah.
like that, where there is mini donut carts. There was world class wings, another cart that had wings there. There was corn dogs, hot dogs, pulled
we
pork,
go.
barbecue, all of that.
Yeah.
So here's the photo from that.
Down in the pit, it looks like a half-filled crowd.
So it was about half. It was about half of what
Yeah.
you would expect there to be in terms of the outcome, or in terms of the attendees. Now, here's me at the end of the night with
of course.
my mini
like
donuts,
churro
right?
dogs or donuts. Okay.
Mini donuts. So, but we got there. It was freaking hot. Not gonna lie. And weirdly enough, right? So this is what's hilarious. We get there, and I'm like, Katie, I just don't know what kind of people go to a Blue October
yeah.
concert, right?
Exactly.
I'm like, because I'm walking around, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, come on, like nobody is this pumped, right? Go figure, man. I swear, we get to like the outer edge where there's like a Coors tent, and we're about to grab some more beers. And I'm looking down, and there's this one single guy, dude, at the base of the crowd, just, dude. Like rock signs in the air, just getting
So you're
after
throwing
it.
up the devil horns, just like
he
super
is
stoked.
So pumped to see Blue October, and he's like trying to hype his kids up. And I'm like, you do realize this isn't like hype rock music.
Yeah.
This is like weirdly like sad, like alternative. That's just not really that
Early-
great.
It's sad boy rock that's
early
kind of
emo.
annoying.
Yeah, I'm
Early
like,
emo.
At least
Oh,
the
like-
radio hit stuff.
but like not
is
even
really
emo.
good.
It was like
Yeah, no,
it
emo's
was,
different. This is just.
That's why I said
it was like
early.
mainstream, like if Nickelback did emo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
it kind of has that vibe. It's just like
just
sad
But
Nickelback.
this guy was rocking, dude, was jumping around. I'm
he's
like,
very
so me and
excited.
Katie were just like, and the thing was, we were just like, hey, you know what, man? Like, more power to him. If he's so stoked to see Blue October, this is great for him, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even I didn't even want to go get snow cones with my kids.
You're like,
you
you're
went
gonna
to a Blue October
you're gonna
Goo Goo
burn
Dolls
So
concert.
as I'm
It's
standing
impressive.
there with
Last time I
Katie,
was there, I saw Shine Down, so I'm not
Oh,
much
Dane.
better.
so as I was standing there with Katie, right, she's like, "You're really pounding down those beers, right?" And I said,
It was
well,
X-Fest.
I said, "Dude, I'm like, I just got to get through this opener, right? Because like this is, I'm like, my feet hurt, right?"
Wait, were there any other bands, or was it just Blue October?
October and
no, it was
Goo Goo Dolls.
just Blue October and Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh,
that was
okay.
it, right? So as I'm walking over to go grab myself another beer, right? I turn my head, right? Just after we were literally talking about how weird the crowd is, but like, you know, the attendees. I turn my head, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a Rag Company logo on somebody's hat.
Right.
Oh, dear.
And I go,
Oh, there's your answer.
huh? Right? Because not what I expected to see. But not just one hat, like 3 Rag Company logos on
Oh.
3 hats. And I go,
Whoa.
who in the actual heck, right? And go figure,
Oh.
it was the one and only, our chief,
Oh,
our
gee.
leader, John Green,
Yeah,
with his
John.
2 friends wearing Rag Company
They're
swag
representing.
at Blue October.
Oh.
And
Did they go more for Blue October than Goo Goo Dolls?
I was shocked
Oh, he's gonna be mad when he
because
sees us
I went up to
roasting
him. I
him.
said, "John," and he turns around and he's like surprised. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing here? And
It's like, oh god, somebody saw me. Oh no!
I'm like, are you
Oh,
like
no.
a weird secret Blue October fan, or like what's going on? And he's like, no.
no.
The wife and their
Oh, sure.
wives are at like another concert, something Jenny something, or is in town or whatever her name is, and I can't remember what it was, something. And I said, okay. So why are you bros at the Goo Goo Dolls?
That still doesn't answer my question.
With the kids, he's like, wow, you know. And then his friends called him out. Oh, John wanted to see the Goo Goo Dolls. and John starts getting kind of all red. And he's like, wow,
Oh.
you know, they got a couple good songs, right? And
Chief's choice.
And I'm like,
The Chief's choice.
and I was like the chief chose this to come to a Blue
Yeah.
October. I said,
Chosen by the
I'm
chief.
here with my wife, so that's a great excuse for me, right? Anyways,
I love
just-
that.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
so
I
good.
thought it was just wholesome and funny.
It is
So did you
wholesome and
have
fun.
fun at least?
So yeah, actually, honestly, after Blue October finished up, actually while they were doing their finishing up, I said, Katie, here's the thing. We're gonna watch part of the concert, probably not the whole concert.
We'll
I
go
need to
make
know.
out in the bushes.
I said, I need to know what I can eat, right? Because thing is, if things go south, literally, and I need to know what the importance of the concert is.
Right.
And she's like, hey, I'm already having a fun time. We're having some beers. We're checking things out.
Yeah, you're just asking, can
She's
we
like,
leave early if we need to?
Yeah, and I said, okay,
Whiskey.
I'm gonna throw down on some of these world class wings, right?
Yeah.
Dude, went to this place with world class wings. I got Buffalo Ranch wings and I got dill pickle wings, right? Freaking good, dude. Honestly, not top, maybe top 15. Some of the
Okay.
best wings I've ever had was from this one place, this one truck, world class wings. I was very surprised at how good they were, and I got a ton for the money.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But anyways, got wings. I don't remember. Katie got some fries, and we literally went and sat on the grass like old school Warped Tour days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right. Like on the
throwback.
backside, kind of the backside, not where the
Only
main
complete,
thing
only
is.
with minus the heavy sunburn.
Yeah, minus heavy
Yeah.
sunburn because it was the evening sun. But we sit down, sit on the grass, have a beer, and I said, "This reminds me of when I was like 16." It was kind of like it was good vibes, right?
Yeah.
But no, we did that, and I think we ran into a couple other people we knew, and then from there, Goo Goo Dolls came on. We went and started watching. Then we kind of went to more of the middle area, and kind of me and her danced for a little bit, just to be romantic,
Say you did it.
right?
Okay.
Just to
Yeah.
say we did it. And it was really nice. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of nice. And we listened to songs that we wanted to hear. And I said, hey, there's probably another 30 minutes left. They're probably going to save the Iris song for last. Do you want to stay for that? She's like, honestly, do you want us to go get some mini donuts, chill for a minute, and then peace out? I said, yep. Went and got the
Yep.
mini donuts. Right?
Nice.
Nice.
Great night. Went and picked up Lucy, came home. It was just a good date night. Right?
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Good birthday date night. Now, Saturday.
Okay.
This is where things, I started to get moving with some plans.
Oh.
So, some more interesting things happen. So Saturday, washed the Civic. did some stuff around the house that I need to do, but it was honestly, it was just way too freaking hot to do anything major. So I just knocked out what I could around the house, and then I set up my new computer, my new Mac Studio I got for my video editing that I don't do, right? Just a little.
Well, you use it
for that
email.
channel you don't have.
Yeah. I just do a little something with it.
Check your Instagram.
It's incredible. Like honestly, like I've never experienced it. I've never had a fast computer, and this
quick
is
check his desktop for any sus stuff.
So, anyways,
why is your keyboard black and white? So you know where the numbers are?
No, it's a mechanical keyboard. It's very clicky, right? But it's almost too clicky. I can't be very discreet about what I'm, when I'm typing things.
Yeah. Nice Mac Studio.
So that's the Mac Studio, and then it was hilarious because my monitor came in on that right-hand side, right, which was far larger than anything I thought it was going to be. So the one on the left is a 24. The one on the right is a 32 4K. Yeah. So now I have my full cool setup that I'm pretty happy with. I need to clean up all my wiring and do all that. I just wanted to get it set up. So there we go, back to me. And but I did that. Washed the Civic. Just clean that up. Just really fast, simple wash. I haven't gotten the fireworks stuff off it. Since my whole charade of the field fire,
the incident
in Mexico.
Right.
Well,
so
it's Mexican dirt.
Mexican dirt. But Saturday night was very interesting. Right.
Okay.
My friend Andy hits me up, and my friend Andy's gone through some stuff this last year. Some life trials.
Tribulations.
Right? Tribulations.
Some choices are better than others.
He's been my friend for literally 10 years, right? And this last year he's kind of gone through some stuff. He needed to learn some valuable life lessons, right? So everybody hits me up and he says, "Yo, hey, I'm back in town. Would love to meet up. Would love to, let's go out to dinner."
Literally one of your oldest friends.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of my first real adult friends,
right.
I guess you could say, that I met early on that we're still friends. So me and him go out to dinner, and the plan was to go grab some sushi, and let's go see Thor again. Okay. Right? I like Thor enough to be able to watch it twice.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it yet, and I'm really frustrated about that.
We went to this is pretty great. So we went to so my friend Andy, he's really into fashion, right?
Right.
He's the guy with the bleached hair.
Yeah.
Right. Isn't
he half Asian?
He's Vietnamese.
Okay.
He's tan. He's half Caucasian, half Vietnamese, but he's tan, right? Yeah. But he's got bleached hair.
Okay.
He's the kind of guy that would rock earrings and whatnot.
Right.
But also wears wear a Balenciaga shirt or a Guess shirt. He's just that kind of guy.
So he's got Hermes and stuff like that tucked away.
He's just that kind of guy. He's really not that uptight, I guess you could say, but he loves fashion.
Okay.
I don't know. That's the best way to describe it, right?
Okay. Yeah. Kind of the opposite.
In this,
I like spending extra money on things I don't
Well, and in this last year, it's more so than this last
year. He's reinventing himself.
Well, the
$900 t-shirt.
Listen to me. So the last year was more so than ever that he kind of started getting into all this, but now that's kind of in his past. But we went out to dinner, and the plan was to go see this movie because he's also a nerd like me as well, and likes nerdy things like Diablo and everything else. So we're sitting there having a good conversation. He's telling me about his life's trials. Everything's going pretty well. And then about towards the end, where we're about to start wrapping up dinner, I see these waitresses, right, start approaching kind of our table and kind of near us, right? But there's multiple
They're
of
circling,
these waitresses.
Right? Mm-hmm,
They're
sharks.
like sharks. And I'm kind of looking around
just chum in the water.
What's going on right now? Are they something gonna happen?
Right.
They're looking at us, but they got is a prank gonna happen?
Somebody
or something?
rob a bank?
So the waitresses are kind of standing around. I see one of them holding up a phone right underneath her chest, with the camera facing outward. I said that's kind of a weird thing to do, right?
To do a little sneaky.
And you're facing me, but there's honestly there's only 5 people on this patio. There's me, Andy, those 2 people at the bar, 2 people behind me, and a table with a dad and his 2 older daughters over there. This is kind of strange, right? So they're standing there for a little bit, and I see them giggling to themselves, and they're kind of nudging each other, and I'm like, are they gonna talk to him or what? What's going on?
I'm confused.
And then out of the background, I hear this music turn on, right? Keep in mind, the music was already blasting from inside Kona Grill, right, to the outside patio. I mean, it was loud.
Yeah.
But it's this really blown out track. I'm talking like blown out, like the speakers sounded bad of the song, like I Just Want to Marry You, whatever it is.
No.
It's there's a song that goes, I just want to marry you, something like that. Something like that, right?
That song? I don't know that song.
Anyways,
I think I know that one. It's annoying.
I don't know. It's really freaking annoying, right?
Okay.
And I look at Andy. I said, "Is there people behind me?" And he says, "Yeah." I'm like, "Are they dressed up?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "It's a couple, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "He's about to propose," and I didn't even turn around. And he's looking. He's like, "What? What are you talking about?" I said, "Yeah." Watch this.
You've been
I'm like-
sensing it.
and
You've
I
been
said,
sensing the disturbance around you.
Anthony
Of
does
course.
have like otherworldly senses.
I
with
said-
this
I said-
kind
I
of
said- I said-
drama
I
and
said-
stuff.
You and I are like that. We always keep our heads on a
You
swivel.
guys are wired for that.
So
We're always making sure
hypervigilance.
it's hypervigilance. We want to make sure that no one's going to come at us from different angles. When we're the ones going, Dane, you need to move over here right now. And Dane's like,
I think-
what are we doing? What's happening? We're like,
'Cause I'm
Dane,
in the zone
Dane,
somewhere
get out of the
else,
way.
just like,
Dane,
yeah.
move right now. You're going to get trampled.
yeah.
And we save you
save
from
him. We
death
save him
multiple
every time.
times.
Yeah, well.
So anyway, I said, "Wait for the chorus."
Right.
I'm like, he's gonna get down
you're
on one
like
knee and
3,
propose, right? And so he's like, what are you?
Yeah.
He's like, "Wait, what are you talking about, dude?" He's like, "Are you the people behind you?" Or whatever? I'm like, "Shut up! Don't ruin this."
He's pulling a Dane.
I'm like, this is this.
What's
I'm like,
going on?
and I said, you need to be more aware of your surroundings, right?
Right.
And I saw the flash turn on the camera. I said, now,
Here it
right?
comes.
And then I turn around. Dude's down on one knee, proposing to his girlfriend, and everybody starts cheering. But it was the crowd goes mildly kind of thing. There was literally 2 people at the bar. There was me and Andy.
yeah.
There was 3 people over there. So it's all the waitresses kind of clapping. And this poor girl was so embarrassed. She had her hands over her face, and we're like, wait.
So it wasn't
Did she
hands
not
up face
say
like,
yes?
oh my God, I'm so excited.
No.
It was like, oh,
it was
please get
hands
me out of
over
here.
face. And it was the first time I've ever seen a proposal where I said, oh, I don't know
Yeah.
if
Cringy.
this is going to happen, right? I don't know what's
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. So there was like this long pause, and he's kind of standing there on a knee, holding up this ring, and she has her hands over her face, and she's like shaking her head, and like pulls her head down and like looks at everybody else and goes, "Oh my God!" Like and puts her hands, hands back over her head, and I'm like,
Secondhand
I look at
cringe.
Andy, and I said, "Holy crap!
This guy, they didn't plan this."
This is a lengthy amount of time
He planned
before
this.
you
Too
hear
long.
before you hear an
She did.
answer, right?"
Yeah.
Eventually.
You've already got your answer at this point.
Eventually, she nods, and then he goes, "She said yes," and so like, then everybody starts clapping, and I'm like, "Oh, thank God!" Right? That was
No.
really awkward. However, all I could think about, and this is no offense to anybody that has ever been proposed at a restaurant or anybody that's ever proposed to somebody at a restaurant, if I would have proposed to my wife at Kona Grill,
Yeah.
she probably would have hated it.
Yeah.
Peer pressure
Now,
manipulation
here's what you do.
is a.
Let me tell you. You do it in the
Offense.
parking lot of the Cracker Barrel.
No, dude, I did it. I literally did it in the back of a school field when we were throwing balls with the dogs. Like
Yeah.
I wanted
For the dogs or at the dogs? Because
for
it
the
sounds
dogs.
like.
For the dogs. I remember this. It was great.
Yeah. And that was perfect, right?
Yeah.
But all I can think of is some people don't like that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and it seemed to me like she was not about the in front of people proposal, which is why she was a little bit embarrassed, right? So. God, yo, Hurl.
It's just from sweat, hoping they give the right answer or not.
So I just, dude, I didn't know what to think of that. But my favorite part, right, was now with this nobody sitting here at these tables, the waiter comes up and he goes, "Hey, we're doing champagne shots." And I look around and I said, "Who?" So he goes, "Champagne shot." I said, "Sure." So me and Andy grab it, like, heck yeah,
don't
man.
say no.
Cheers. Throw down a champagne shot. He turns around, goes to the people at the bar, and he goes, "Oh, you're not old enough." And then he goes back. Apparently, it was like some underage
Hold
people.
up. He goes up to the bar and
they're
sees
sitting
people
at
and
the bar.
says
So
they're not
sitting,
old
it was
enough.
like it was kids sitting
restaurant.
at the bar.
Yeah.
It was a restaurant. They weren't sitting at the bar drinking. They were sitting at the bar eating.
Okay, but it's
So
still a bar.
Kona
he-
Grill.
yeah, I know. But he goes up and he goes, "Oh, you guys aren't old enough." Then he comes back to me after making another round. And he says, "One more? Would you guys care for a champagne shot?"
yeah, take
So
that.
me and Andy are like, "Sure, right?" So we grab another champagne shot, and then he walks around again. He goes, "All right, look, there's like nobody else," and he's like, "And you're the only people that saw. So like,
Oh no!
do you want some more?"
Just take it, just
I'm
take
like,
it.
"Yeah, right." So I literally, dude, I don't even know. Like, these
beautiful.
champagne shots were pretty big. And so,
so it wasn't like a little shot. It was like a...
Basically, I scored some champagne out of the deal, right? So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. And then we're about to get ready to leave. And again, my friend Andy, right? Into fashion. He's got bleached hair. I think he's got an earring on right now and whatever it is, changing his lifestyle. And I said, all right, let's bounce. Let's get out of here, right? Paid. And I said, oh, really quick, I got to go. I'm going to go congratulate the guy, right? So I walk up to him. I say, yo, dude, marriage is awesome, man. You're going to absolutely love it. There's just nothing else like it. It's great. Congratulations to both of you. It's going to be great, right? Like again, you know.
Supportive, trying to help after that.
Glad we can be here, right?
Uncomfortable experience.
And then I turn around. I say, all right, Andy, as I say to my bleached blonde-haired friend, I'm like, let's get out of here, right? So he puts his arm around me as just kind of like a bro thing, right? And then I realized to myself, I said,
oh, that
may have looked different than what I thought it was going to look like because I didn't have a ring on or anything like that, but I was just saying marriage is awesome in general. Nothing strange. It was just we were laughing about it on the way out. Yeah. I'm like, I think they may have thought that me and you were together. But
either
whatever.
way, you made the guy feel better,
made the guy feel
and
good.
her feel better too.
Yeah, made the guy feel good, and I thought that was still fun.
She's the one who had to sit through that.
So went and did that. Went and saw the movie. He loved it. Had a good conversation. Talked with him that night. And then on Sunday, right? Again, I always have to go back through my photos. Sunday, I ended up waking up and I did pretty much knocked out a full interior detail on the Honda CRZ. And so
did that before it got hot, or did you have to do it in the hot?
Nope,
garage?
I did it in the heat. I did it in the heat of the day, and so this is just an after shot here.
Nice.
But I got this car looking pretty much as good as I can get it. Went through, man, and just tackled everything. Extracted, steamed. I was noticing my steamer, right, shooting out some sediment, which I've only put distilled water in there. So the only thing I can think of is the O&R did not mix well with the liquid, and I think it's because I poured water in and then O&R in. I think the O&R settled and then caused a bad reaction with the heating element there. So
next time try shaking it.
Yeah, so it spit out a bunch of crap, and so I did that, and then really spent the rest of the day just kind of being with the family, being with Lucy, and of course we took another dip in the pool. I've been enjoying my pool experience as a pool owner, and
hopefully more level.
Yeah, hopefully more level. But yeah, I'm just pretty chill weekend.
Nice.
I want to get out on the motorcycles, man. It's just too freaking hot.
Too hot.
Yeah,
it's too hot.
Well, and your BMW is air cooled, right?
I'm seeing a bunch of guys on bikes riding around, and I go, dude, they're getting off that bike, and they are uncomfortable in those jeans. I know they are. They gotta be.
At least they're wearing like actual motorcycle protection. I've seen guys riding around in like
swim
flip-flops
trunks
and swim trunks. It's insane. I'm looking at this guy riding around like a total, clown, and he's asking for something horrible to happen.
So I ran home.
Didn't even have a shirt on.
We have we have a new amenity at the home that got delivered today. New dishwasher.
Oh, how'd
so
that go?
Got that in. But when I pulled up to my house, I got out of the car, out of the Elantra, and when I was walking to my house, my Elantra was making noises, hot noises,
barking noises.
Oh, like something is dripping.
Something was dripping down, and something was dripping
sizzling
underneath the car. So I walked back over and opened the hood, and I've got a bunch of antifreeze all over my transmission.
Oh, that's
sitting
normal.
on top. So I think one of the hoses, after 16 years, probably burst.
Well, we need to track that hose down, replace it with a nice Simeco hose, right? Maybe
it can't be that.
Get a colored one, like a blue one,
just
like
one
a nice
blue hose. It'll match my.
This is
it'll match the plug wires.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I hopped in the Suburban to drive back at lunch because I was like, my luck, I'll blow that hose and lose all my
not a great day for that.
No, not really.
Not a great week.
I'll wait till I get back.
Not a great month for that.
I'll probably order some hoses and then do them when I get back. But
anyway, that was pretty much a weekend highlight.
It was good. That sounds like a nice step.
Seeing people hyped
sounds like a nice weekend.
October, and then all of that, and then today, Katie's birthday, so I went to breakfast this morning with her, and then we'll be going to dinner tonight, and then we're going to another family dinner later in the week, and then she's going to go on a trip hopefully in the next couple of weeks with her and her friends, and I'll be watching the baby, and I don't know. I made her really cute picture frames.
Aww.
Made her a nice collage of me and the family and Lucy and her. Put it in a picture frame. Had to spray paint the frame because it didn't match our kitchen, right? It's a true husband award. When I said, hey, this frame, a little too off. I got to paint it myself.
Gotta get it.
Rattle canned it, made it perfect, and so I think she's pretty happy with that. That and and some other stuff. So cool.
Okay.
That's it, guys.
Wow. What a show. This one really took
was a
some
good one.
turns.
That was a
I
good
was
one.
enjoying
I enjoyed this one.
this Byzantine experience we had on this. And I will say, more people watch this one than our normal morning one. So do we have to do like an afternoon
We're
one once in a
punchy.
while?
Guys, we're punchy.
We are punchy. Afternoons are always weird. We were in the 40s there, so it's not too bad. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, please click like on this video. Get us in front of more people. We want to subject our very interesting stories on more people. So, not just our close friends, but also expanding beyond that. So please help us with that. It goes a long way. Now, also, I will say,
Happy
don't
birthday,
forget,
Alex.
Happy birthday, Alex. That's a big one. Congrats. And also tomorrow with the foam party we'll be doing in the morning. That's right. 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So don't miss it. We're going to have some fun basically painting Nick Sequoia with a whole bunch of different foams, comparing
And
them, seeing what
possibly
it's
Dane if you guys get over 250 likes.
like. Good luck with that. I
Can't
dare
wait.
you.
I'm going
I
to be
dare you.
making sure I do it.
Creating multiple accounts.
I'm gonna be doing
Now,
the
if it's just
burners.
the same guy creating
Alex
250
DeWar
accounts, that
said he's
doesn't
going to be doing
count.
Hey, it likes or likes. You don't know.
Yeah. So, to everybody out there, thank you so much. And we will catch you tomorrow for live stream. Levi won't be here, but Anthony and I will be, and we'll do our best to keep things interesting and fun.
Always.
And then Levi will be here for Q&A Thursday later in the week.
No, we won't.
Oh, no, we won't. Oh, my God. Okay, wow. This is just
Yeah,
going to be
I'll-
a totally... Yeah, okay.
I'll still
Don't
be out.
worry, guys.
He's out skis.
I have enough personality for
Yeah,
both of
guys,
us.
He's got enough
I'll
for
see you
everybody.
Monday or Tuesday.
All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.